When a washed-up celebrity threatens to blow up the White House, these are the things that I think. So you'd have to be living under a rock since Trump's inauguration to not hear that Madonna, in a speech at the Women's March to Washington, threatened to blow up the White House. She said in her speech, "I am angry, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House." Now, she claimed since then that she was speaking in metaphors. I'm sorry, but that's a pretty weak excuse after you've just threatened to assassinate the President of the United States and make Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down into documentaries. I mean, is this where we're at right now? Where celebrities can openly threaten to commit terrorist actions and no one cares? Now, every news organization has covered this pretty much. I mean, it's one of the bigger things that to come out of the Trump inauguration. Besides the enormous protests, destruction of property, the anarchists, the communists, a lot of stuff's been going on since Trump's inauguration. But I think this one, it perfectly encapsulates the sort of disconnect from reality that certain celebrities, especially older celebrities, seem to have. You can't just say you've thought about blowing up the White House. You're not allowed to do that. I mean, you can't threaten politicians' lives, and you certainly can't threaten to attack the President of the United States. Now, I don't think that her saying she wanted to blow up the White House is actually illegal, but I think that's something that people are going to have to look at. Sure, I don't think she was serious. I'm not saying Madonna actually would blow up the White House. But it's dangerous to say things like that. It's always been the case that if people that are looked up to, like celebrities, say certain things enough, then other people, especially people who don't have as much going for them as Madonna, will take them up on that and actually do it. Back in the day, there was a doctor named Dr. Tiller, and he performed abortions. And Bill O'Reilly on Fox News constantly called him Dr. Tiller the baby killer. And then eventually, lo and behold, someone murdered him. So, no, I don't think that Madonna has the right or should be threatening to blow up the White House. Because even if she meant it metaphorically or as a joke, there is someone out there in the country with zero prospects, everything's falling down around them, they have nothing left to live for in their head, who might hear this and decide they want to take a crack at doing it for real. Now, I don't think such a person would actually be able to succeed. I mean, let's be honest, there's a ton of security at the White House. Being able to get a bomb anywhere near it isn't going to be an easy task, and someone like that probably doesn't have a lot of money. But if history has told us anything, it's that when you say something, you can inspire someone to do something, even if you meant it as a joke, or even if you didn't actually want anyone to hurt them. Bill O'Reilly has defended himself from the accusations that he incited the death of Dr. Tiller. And it is true he never directly told or called out for anyone to do something. But you don't have to do that. All you have to do is demonize someone enough, and someone out there is going to pick up the holy water and take out the demon. So Madonna was in the wrong saying she wanted to blow up the White House. Even as a joke, it really isn't something you should be saying, especially on national television, especially in front of a massive crowd holding a microphone in front of a bunch of cameras. Now, obviously, Madonna is pretty untouchable. So I don't think the FBI or the Secret Service are actually going to look into her, and I don't think she's going to be arrested. Nothing bad's going to happen to Madonna except for some negative press. But is she going to get a lot of negative press? Are the people who support Madonna the kind of people that would find her words apprehensible? I don't really think so. She tweeted after her speech with a picture of her with Amy Schumer. So I don't think the people that support Madonna are going to find her comments over the line. So yeah, she's probably not going to take a hit that way either. Even when, CBS News, Fox News, and every other news outlet rightfully run articles where they talk about how ridiculous it was for her to say that. Philip DeFranco talked about it here on YouTube, and I've seen some other YouTubers talk about it, but I can't remember their names off the top of my head. It's a pretty big story. It's not every day when anyone says in front of cameras with a microphone that they've thought a lot about blowing up the White House. I mean, she started her speech by referring to the inauguration of Donald Trump as a horrific moment. Yeah, I don't think so. Even if you disagree with Donald Trump on his policies, or you don't like him and you think that he shouldn't have been president, I can understand that, and I can respect your disagreement with him. But to call the inauguration a horrific moment and then threaten to blow up the White House, I think you've lost the plot. It would be a horrific moment if someone blew up the White House. But that's all I thought about that.